What's going on, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Surprising y'all with a little Sunday live stream. I'm not gonna be long. How many times have y'all heard that? But I really don't plan on being long because I got a lot of stuff going on. I got things to do. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man, but I always got time for y'all. So as y'all come in, y'all know the routine, y'all know the drill. Hit that like button for your big brother. Hit that like button as soon as you walk in the door. And we're going to get this Sunday evening live stream going. It is open topic. So this is open topic number 28. So y'all should know that drill again as well. This is your moment to talk about what you want to talk about, ask what you want to ask, all within the brackets of respect and dignity, of course. We don't allow no childishness, no disrespect, no silliness, none of that stuff. We don't allow that in here. So we can get it on. Hit the like button, y'all, as y'all come in, man. Hit that like button for your big brother, man. And y'all are free to ask me any questions that you might have. I'm gonna shoot a quick commercial at y'all real quick. That's a quick commercial. September the 10th, 35-year anniversary of the South Park Coalition concert. South Park Coalition. If y'all don't know, some of y'all might have just jumped on and just started really rocking with your big brother a few years ago. And y'all may not know my history, the history of the South Park Coalition, better known as the SPC. We are the first rap clique to ever come out of the city of Houston, and arguably the first rap clique to come out of the southern region. I can't think of any rap organizations that were in existence before us. We started back in 87, thus 35 anniversary, because of course 2022 minus 1987 is 35 years. So you was talking about people like myself, Gangsta Nip, Point Blank, Klondike Cat, Dope E, and the Terrorist, PSK 13, Murder One, Rapper K, Rhyme Felon, DBX, Rough IQ, Texas. I'm just going down the line, man. Cliche, AC Chill, Wicked Cricket. So if you are in Houston, you have no excuse not to be at this concert. And you can go to southparkcoalition.net and order tickets straight from your big brother. But if you live outside of Houston, you got plenty of time because the show ain't till September. If you want to make that trip, hey man, we're gonna get away. We're gonna take us a weekend and get away and come check out some history, some Southern rap history. So again, man, hit that like button. Y'all ain't on them likes like y'all need to be. Hit the like button for me right now if y'all ain't did. I'm like, oh man, I forgot to hit the like. Hit that like, and I will take y'all's questions and I will respond to y'all's comments as well. Um, the routine is the same. If I can answer the question, I'll answer the question. If I don't know the answer, then you got to ask somebody else because your big brother don't know. I already see somebody asking me, do I drink coffee? No, I don't drink coffee, short bus. I tried to drink coffee when I was young, when I used to see people drinking coffee. And it's not that I don't like it, just I don't love it either. I ain't that I don't like it. I don't love it, So it's not something that I do, but I know a lot of people that drink coffee and I have no issue with it, of course. Let me see. What's up, Keandria? Much love. You know what it is. Nothing but love. Can't wait to see you too. Any new unique lyrical concepts on the new album? Why'd you put that in quotes? Why'd you put unique lyrical concepts and quotes. Too real for most. I like to believe, I could be wrong, I like to believe all my lyrical concepts are unique. But to answer the question, yeah, I think so. I mean, I can only create what I feel is going to be cool. It's always up to y'all to be the judge and the jury as it relates to if it's really up to standard. I leave that in y'all hand. I throw myself on the mercy of the audience, of the listening audience. I can only do the best I can and put it out the best I can for y'all. Then it's up to y'all to decide, hey, well, yeah, he came on with it, or okay, man, you could have did better. I like this last one better, or you might say, oh yeah, he's on it. See, one of the best compliments I get from the fan base, my supporters, is when I drop a new album. If I see those comments, and I always see them, somebody will say, well, man, either two things. They'll say, man, he's getting better, or they'll say he's still bringing it after all these years. Hey, man, that's all I ask, man. See, the objective is to always get better. That's in anything that y'all do. You want to get better. And the other objective is to never fall off. You don't ever want to fall off. Now, that's not to say that sometimes you might not be here every day, but you never want to go any further than maybe here. You don't want to be here on one album, then the next time they hear you down here, you falling off. You're not taking it seriously. So yeah, we got some stuff that we think y'all gonna like, man. Oh boy, DJ Memphis Mix in the building. Memphis Mix, you coming down? You right in Austin. I know you got to come to the big show, man. DC Static, is the wizard really gone? The wizard ain't never gone. You mean the sorcerer? The wizard ain't gone. He sits before you right now. What's up, Aaron? I'll see you at the show. Justin Petway. K-Top, any news on the new album? Well, I do have. I'm glad you asked that question, K-Top, because I do have some news on the new album. I think we have about 13 songs done. So it's almost done. The new album will be finished this week. It'll be done. We got 13 songs already completed. Y'all hit the like button, man. 13 songs already completed on the new album. So the new album will be done in the next few days. And I'm going to give y'all plenty of time to stack your chips. Should I still do CDs? Y'all gonna order CDs if I still do CDs? You know, they trying to run CDs out the game. We talk about this all the time. What's up, Lucas? I see you. Cruz Richard, big fan of your knowledge and how you format it in your music. Do you have any interest, like Scarface, getting into politics? Nah, I'm not. Politics ain't my thing, Cruz. Nah, I watch it. I'm on the peripheral watching the politics because the politics directly affect us. So I have to keep my eyes glued to what's going on and what these decision makers are doing. But as far as myself personally, I don't have any aspirations of being a politician or entering into the arena of politics on that level. My political work, I like to believe, exists in the form of just activism, just being out here, doing the work in terms of being hands-on and fighting against certain powers and entities with the people that I rock with. And in doing so, that's my version of being involved in politics. That's my version. But as far as holding an office or something like that, nah. Politicians are always going to be handcuffed to a degree. And although there are a lot of people who get into politics who really, really have it in their heart to back up the things that they say they want to do, and some of them are able to get a lot done. I'll never say, especially on local levels, I'll never say that this all politicians are, they just not gonna do nothing. No, it's a lot of people who get down and they really work it, but they're still gonna be handcuffed to a degree. It's only so much they can do. So I commend any of them who figure out ways to get a lot of what they claim they're gonna get done, and really fight for the people that really care. And a lot of times that's local because you have people who may have grown up in a community and they still connected to that community, still got love for that community, and then they end up running for offices within that district that their community sits in, and they be hands on. But some of them lose their way. Some of them is just a check. So not my thing. Not really my thing. Oh, I lost y'all. Let me see. You know what's the saddest thing? I knew you yesterday. I don't know what that means. Love from Africa. Love back to Africa. What part of Africa you in? First visual. Scumbag. I jammed them beats last night. But y'all hear the stuff being Scumbag got on this album, man. I'm trying to tell you. SFV sending me some love. Let me give you some hearts back. Let me rip mine out. Let me rip my heart out, SFV, and throw it back to you. You gave me 1, 2, 3. You gave me 6 hearts. I'm gonna give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm giving you 7 back. Appreciate the love. Trinidad and Tobago up in this thing. That's right, Andy. That was me. I sent you that message. That's right. Nah, ain't no scammers. Because guess what? They ain't got this. Yeah, that was me that sent you the message, man. I've been rocking with you. You've been rocking with your boy for a long time. What cartoons did you watch as a kid? When I was a young fella, I grew up watching Bugs Bunny, Flintstones. What else? What else cartoons did I watch growing up? The Smurfs. But then Tom and Jerry. But then you started to see as you got older, there's a whole lot of racism in them cartoons back then. We didn't know it because we was young. But man, them cartoons is racist as all outdoors, man. They got the black people, they make our lips all big and y'all a boss. Y'all a boss. We all buffooning and dancing around the cartoon. We ain't know. Yosemite Sam blow somebody's face off and they face turned black and got the buck eye and the buck lips. That's supposed to be black people. They got us eating watermelon. It's like we ain't know when we was little. Cartoons racist as all outdoors, man. Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, all of them. Racist as all outdoors. Never seen a black dude on the Flintstones. Y'all ever seen a black cartoon dude on the Flintstones? But those were the cartoons I watched. We didn't know. I still watch cartoons, certain ones now. I watch Rick and Morty. I used to watch Beavis and Butthead. This is adulthood now. I used to watch Beavis and Butthead, South Park. I started watching South Park because I was like, well, they made a cartoon based on my neighborhood. But then I saw it was South Park. It's supposed to be in Colorado. Daddy Fat Sacks. Let's talk about XRP and the new financial system. Let's talk about it. Enlighten us. Justin says, do you think one of the number one change in children actions is the internet? Yeah, the internet has had a major influence on our young people, of course. It's had a major influence on us as older people, because the internet gives us access to the entire world. It gives us access to things that we didn't have access to 30, 40 years ago, when a lot of people growing up that are older now. So there are so many dangerous areas that we can go into just via the internet that were not available to us when we were growing up. So the children, it's a lot, and they can be influenced by it, you know. Even with music, it's like back in the days, if that was an album that, you know, our parents didn't want us to have or didn't want us to listen to, we would still hear it. You can still hear it because your homeboy gonna have it. Somebody gonna have it. Somebody at school gonna have it. You can still hear it, but you're not gonna own it, because if you ain't got no money to go get it for yourself, and even if you have money, you can't bring it in the house. But nowadays, you know, you can get right on their phone. You can go YouTube. You can go on any of these platforms, and you can get the music that's helping to influence a lot of our young people to do the wrong things, man. So yeah, and not just music, it's things in general. See, when you got these mass shooters, you know, they go on the internet and they do research about certain things and certain situations and certain historical events, and they are fed and fueled by the things that they research online and see. They find weapons. They study ways to carry out the acts that they carrying out. They use this all through the internet. See, they'll order the stuff they go use online often. And so the internet itself is neither good nor evil. It's just how you use it. What's up, Andrew Schwartz? Scumbag said, is the swordfish on the Personal Vendetta cover also going to be at the SPC concert? No, the swordfish won't be there. I don't know where that fish is. We took that picture at a lawyer's office, an attorney's office, and that was his conference room. And he had that, I'm looking at the picture now, the little marlin, he had it on the wall. Looked perfect. Jacory, what's up, Jacory? You need to get at me for your tickets, man. Can you name all the features on the new album? So far, it's only 2. I got Point Blank and I got Kendrick James on there so far, but there'll probably be a couple more. Anyone from Real Chill rocking it still on the mic? Well, me, I know my brother GT. He was doing some things in poetry, and he actually put out an album a while back. I don't know about Jay. I know Jay was cutting hair. Let's see what we got. Open topic, y'all. Open topic. Houston in the house, Southwest. G.A. Leaf. Look, G.A. Leaf, you know you from Houston, man. You need to be at the show. I don't care if you ain't from Houston, you need to be at the show. But if you're in H-Town, it's no excuse, man. Go get your tickets. I'll show you where you can get them from. This where you can get tickets from to the show, y'all. That's a good way to look at it. You say CDs are for the really hardcore music lovers, but CDs are like newspapers. Only old people still use physical copies. People just use it. Yeah, it's like the newspaper. Still people that read the newspaper. Who's the dopest MC in Houston after you? Hmm. What category? You mean just lyricist or just a rapper or what? I mean, it depends. Because there's a lot of dudes that's dope. You mean, let me know what you mean. What happened to that dude, Lil Low from Majority Report? I haven't heard from him in a while. Hope all is well. Do you like noodles? I'm eating right now, eating some noodles. Man, when I was broke, we used to eat noodles so much, me and the homies, and I just grew to not like them. Now, I like pasta. I don't know if those ramen noodles are actually real noodles. It's something don't look right. Them ain't real noodles that we was eating. But I used to eat the crap out them ramen noodles back in the days. So much to where I just stopped liking them. But now I haven't eaten them in a while. But you know, if you want to just include pasta in that, then yeah, too much pasta. We're gonna pray for my brother ESG. Y'all send prayers for ESG, man, my brother. No question. Haven't heard from Beast 1333 in a while. Any young artists who you can recommend? I'm the wrong guy, Cruz, because I don't really listen to a lot of rap. Ben Wynn. What's up, Ben Wynn? Yeah, those cartoons were funny. When we was little, we used to be just cracking up. But then when we got older, we was like, hey, wait a minute. Uh-uh. You know, something start off funny, and then you realize the joke's on you. You be like, wait a minute. That's how them cartoons, that's how we view those cartoons. Liz Perez, what up, Liz? How you like song number 16? There's only 13 songs on the album. I'm confused. Oh, I got you. Yeah, boys be lying. I'm confused on my own words. Yeah, people be lying. You like, yeah, man, I got your app. I be bumping you all the time. You be like, what's your favorite one? I like that 15. Fool, ain't but 12 on there. How you like number 15? Oh, I meant the last album. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, Liz. You tell your mama you was skipping school back in the days. Appreciate that, Robert Boydston. We all learning. We all in the classroom, man. Jim Blind. My opinion on the features you did with B-Dub, such as Ancient Aliens, is one. Yeah, B-Dub is dope. You know, I like working with him. I like working with B-Dub. We did a few tracks together. Jovan Duckworth says, do you think you are a multi-dimensional artist? I like to think so. I like to believe I am. You know, and multi-dimensional just means that you can just go in different directions. You have different layers to your creativity. Nobody can put you just in one category. And I like to believe that because, you know, even some of the greats of all time are kind of one dimensional. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way because, hey, look, there's a term called just mastering your craft. And if you've mastered one aspect of rap and it works for you, then you succeeded, you know. But I like to test myself to see if I can do all facets. You know, I wanna be a great lyricist, but I also want to be a great storyteller. I want to be a great storyteller, but I also want to be a great teacher. I want to drop knowledge and elevate people's minds when they listen to my music, which is most important than anything. You know, I also want to bring comfort to people. I also want to speak to people's struggle and try to provide solutions based on the struggles that people have gone through. So that's being multidimensional. I also want to tell the world and expose corruption in the world on the higher level, in the high seats, the people who are inflicting all of these oppressive laws and oppressive moves on us, deceptive moves on us. I want to expose that. So all those categories, I feel like I I check all the boxes. Now, if you don't, as an artist, check all those boxes, I mean, that's fine. That's just not. Some people are not interested in that, and you can't be mad at them. You know, if they don't want to talk about that, you can't be mad at them. They do what they do. So I'll step into the role as one of the ones who do. So yeah, I feel like I'm pretty multi-dimensional, but even so, there's still more dimensions to go. You know, this thing is infinite. So when you think you got it all, you don't got none of it. Y'all hit the like button for your brother if you haven't already. Some of y'all just coming in. Even if you come in the door, look in and peek out, peek in and step back out, just at least leave a like. That's like paying an entry fee. Yeah. Romania. What's up, Veros? Veros. Journey sustained. East Coast up in the building, man. Will T Rash ever have his own album? Oh no, man. Y'all want to see a whole T Rash album? I got his number. Okay, Eric Burst, Eric Bluss. Eric say I buy CDs. All right. Scarface, 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 Chameleonaire. Y'all naming some of the greats. UGK. Trying to make sure I don't leave nobody out. Okay, let's get into it. Let's make it interesting, y'all. I was just having this conversation with somebody recently. Let's make it interesting. Spiky said, not me. Spiky said, I started looking into the supposed benefits of urine therapy and came across a video of Dr. Sabi talking about how he combined fasting with urine therapy when he saw that his pee was clear. My thoughts. I've known people who have actually uh, partaken in urine therapy. And for those who don't know what urine therapy is, it's when people drink their own pee. Let's just cut to the chase. And it's not just about drinking pee. People use pee for other things, like something can be wrong with you. The old folks may soak your feet in the pee, in your pee, stick your feet in your pee. But drinking pee is not for me, not my thing. I feel like there are other ways to reach the desired effect of curing an ailment. I don't think that drinking pee would be the end all be all. People say, well, there are many enzymes in the urine that could be beneficial to the body when re-implemented into the body. And that might be true, but it's not for me. Urine, to my knowledge, has always fallen under the category of, I guess I would say, waste, but a means of extracting waste through the urine. You get rid of a lot of some of the impurities through extraction through urine. And regardless of what enzymes may be in it, because I'm not an expert on that, so I would never say that that's not true or y'all crazy. When I first heard it, of course, I was like, drinking pee? Oh no! But I had to be wise myself to say, let me check it out. Not that I was ever going to do it, but I'm just one of those people who likes to know a little bit something about everything, if possible. So if I can agree that there may be some health benefits to it, I can also make the conscious decision to say, well, I'll find another way. The doctor would have to say, hey man, this is the only way. You ain't gonna make it unless you drink this pee. Then I got to get a second, third, ninth opinion before I finally go, all right, man, hand me the pee. And they're like, okay, here you go. Like, okay, then I'll be like this. My hand gonna be shaking. Hey, man, you gotta drink the pee, bro. Time is running out. And I'm like, 1, 2, pee on 3, everybody. I'll put your hands in. We're gonna say 1, 2, 3, pee. Then I'll be like, then something in my mind and my body is gonna reject. A signal is gonna come from my brain that's gonna make me not be able to pour the pee into my mouth. It's gonna be like, it's like. But on the cool, like I say, man, I don't know. Just not something that I would do. But I've known people that have done it, and they swear by it. They swear by it. So I can't say, I would never be the one to say you crazy or you throw it out. I have never heard anybody that I trust in the realm of health and nutrition. I've never heard anyone that I trust in that area ever mention urine therapy as something that they would co-sign. That's all I'm saying. Not saying, I said I've never heard it. Never heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach about it, or never heard anybody reference him speaking about that being something to do. I've never heard that. And until I do, no pee for me. Liz, you want to do a roll call? Yeah, let's drop your locations. Liz, say where everybody watching from. I always get to that part anyway, Liz. But yeah, since you put it out there, let's go ahead. Where y'all at, man? Drop your location. Let's do the location drop. Let's do a location drop, man. Monica Hendry, what are your thoughts on veganism? I'm not a fan of veganism. I think veganism has been marketed as being this super, super, super beneficial, end all, be all health practice that everybody should lean towards veganism. But I think you lose a lot going strictly vegan. I am a person who still consumes dairy in certain forms and certain proteins like fish, clean fish, maybe like some salmon. You try to get some salmon has not been irresponsibly farm raised, or some whiting or something along those lines. People who are vegan, they like a lot of raw food, and raw is not always the best way to eat your food. You know, we're civilized human beings. We should be eating our food cooked. It's just me. A lot of people who are vegan really swear by kale, and kale is not as beneficial as people think it is. So there's a lot of discrepancies in the vegan diet that I don't lean to. And I never was, even before I kind of knew the little bit I know about the non-benefits of being vegan, I knew that was something that I would never do anyway. I'm pescatarian now, meaning that I don't eat any beef, pork, chicken, turkey, or none of that, but I still eat a little fish, you know. But I was never gonna go vegan anyway, because like I say, I like milk. You shouldn't drink milk. Cow's milk is for baby cows. There are benefits and nutrients in cow's milk that acclimate to the human body as well. So yeah, we still drink milk. K-Rino, Sammy Sam says, do you follow Farrakhan? I try to, bro. I try to follow Minister Farrakhan because he is the best example of any human being walking the planet today. And I stand on that. If I had four more legs, I'd stand on it with all four of those. And the reason why I say I try to, because I know I'm not perfect in my walk. But the minister is one of the foundational pieces of my life. Just the things that I've learned from him, the walk that I've watched him walk in my time, and watching him, the hardships that he's endured, the wisdom that he's given us, that has taught us how to navigate through life. It's nobody greater to me. Yeah, man, leave that tilapia alone. We got caught up in the tilapia wave when it first hit the scene. We thinking tilapia. We thought tilapia was this healthy fish. Oh yeah, we eat tilapia, man. We have tilapia. Like tilapia, the dirtiest, nastiest, manufactured, crappy fish. And I wasn't smart back then, because I never thought about, like, where did tilapia just all of a sudden bust out on the scene? Tilapia popped out like a new artist. Like, you know, a new artist hit the scene and they just selling all these records. Like, man, it's the hottest thing out. Tilapia was the new artist on the scene. Tilapia won Best New Artist that year. But nobody asked, why have I never heard of tilapia back in the days? Why didn't we start hearing about tilapia till the 2000s or whenever it popped off? Late 90s, whenever we started eating tilapia. Question K, hopefully I don't get censored for this. What you got, tribe of Israel, Israelite? What you got? We back on the P. I heard that you can use human urine to fertilize plants, but you have to add 90% tap water. I believe that there are other ways to fertilize. I mean, you just don't have to use pee. See, just because you can use something for something, that don't mean that you have to, or it doesn't mean that you should. I'm just saying, everything has a purpose and nothing is wasted. But let me be quiet. Our brother Wicked Cricket, he had cancer, Sammy. Third CHTM, I'm not drinking or eating anything that comes out of my body. What's up, Lindsay? Okay, we got the roll call. We got the location drop. Michigan, Westheimer. Snoop, Southwest. Hey, come to the show, Snoop. Get at me, man. Get your tickets. Y'all do not want to miss this show, man. Y'all ain't seen Gangsta Nip and Point Blank and PSK 13 and Klondike Cat. Y'all ain't seen all them people on the stage together. Y'all ain't seen Cliche up there doing her thing. Y'all ain't seen that. Atlanta, GA, United Kingdom, Omaha, Nebraska, Atlanta again, Flint, Michigan. Hey man, have they fixed y'all water yet in Flint? Brian, have they fixed the water, man? What's the water situation in Flint in 2022? K-Top, I see you out there in Wisconsin. Dollar Bill. I got your message too, Dollar Bill. Yeah, let's get it on this week. And we all over the planet, man. Tampere. I did a show in Tampere, Finland. I'll never forget that night. Man, it was cold. St. Louis, Baltimore, Maryland. The Black Fathers Academy. Boy, that's a dope name, man. Is that a real place? Is that a real academy? The Black Fathers Academy. Yeah, salute to Finland. Sweden. I got stranded in Sweden. Fish bum. Poet Deep. That's my guy, man. Poet Deep. Man, how you feeling, fam? So you've been vegan for 12 years. Yeah, I mean, look, if it works for you, it's just not something that I subscribe to because I feel like you're missing out. See, if you start to extract certain things out of your diet, then naturally you'll start to see changes in your body. See, if you stop, I'm speaking of people who must be, I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to stop feeling so sluggish. I want to remove toxins. You just stop eating red meat and pork. It'll change your whole dynamic. Heavy bread lovers, you fall back on the bread, it'll change a lot. People who don't drink water, start drinking more water. It'll change a lot. Bend to the wind, my brother. Oh, I went backwards by accident. Let me come up. No shellfish at all. No scavenger fish, man. No shrimps, no lobsters, no clams, no scrimps, lobsters, clams, oysters, crawfish. Not supposed to eat that stuff, man. I was waiting on the comment. Milk is for baby cows. Monica Hendry said, funny thing is we have the genes for drinking milk. Yeah, you should always, A woman should always breastfeed if she's able to get those natural nutrients from the mother to the child, and that bonding that comes along with breastfeeding, that this formula, this man-made formula can't provide for your baby. A lot of women don't want to breastfeed. A lot of them too lazy to breastfeed. A lot of them don't care enough to breastfeed. But as you get older, if you're not drinking, if you're not, and I'm not talking about the milk that you buy in the store. I'm not talking about Borden's milk that they've heavily pasteurized and destroyed all of the natural nutrients. I ain't talking about homogenized, pasteurized, and any other ized that they did to the milk. That's dead milk that you're getting out of Kroger. That's dead milk that you're getting out of these grocery stores. I'm talking about if you can come across you some raw milk where all the nutrients are still present, all uh, the lactase is still in there for people who claim they're lactose intolerant. That ingredient still remains in their milk so it doesn't tear your stomach up. And all those potent nutrients that come in that milk, even after it sours. And you say, oh, that's spoiled milk. No, it's not spoiled. There's a difference between spoiled and sour. See, it changes forms to a point where it becomes more potent and the nutrients become more beneficial if you know how to use it. T-Pain says Tupac would be ate up lyrically if he was alive today. What are your thoughts? I saw that. I don't agree. I don't agree with T-Pain. I don't know. I didn't see the entire clip to know what context that he was coming from, because we say get ate up lyrically. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, and ate up by who? See, when you say ate up, that to me, that speaks to head with somebody, like he's battling somebody, he's going against somebody, and then you say ate up lyrically by who? You mean every artist that's out? Because I saw a video of T-Pain. This probably was about a year ago. This was recent. I saw a video of T-Pain going in on the new artist, talking about how garbage the new artist was. I forgot how he laid it out, but he was basically expressing dissatisfaction with the newer artists. So who are the artists, you saying of today, who are the artists that you're referring to that you would say would eat up Tupac lyrically? Because, I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. Look, even our young artists who may not have found their way yet, whose content might not be the best in terms of elevating our minds and all that, even them, I understand why they doing it. I understand who got them doing it. It's an agenda. And it's a level of accountability that they don't have based on maturity yet. So I get all that. But they're not on a level that's going to defeat the work of a Tupac. Tupac already proved, and it's just my opinion, I ain't shooting no slug at nobody. I'm just disagreeing. He already proved that he was far ahead of his time. You know how Tupac proved he was far ahead of his time? You know what the one thing that happened that proved that Tupac was ahead of his time? He died. And when he died, there was Tupac music that had been recorded in his lifetime that kept being released years after he was gone. People don't have that kind of power living. So you say he would get ate up lyrically. The first question would be, well, what do you mean we say ate up? And the second question would be, by who? Now, to a lot of the younger generation who might not be into Tupac like people were into Tupac when he was alive. Because if Pac died in 96, which I think that was the year, right? If he passed in 96, right? You got rappers today that was born in 2001. So they never lived on the planet in the same space and time as Tupac. He was dead years before they were even born, even conceived, right? So there's a disconnection. They don't really relate because it's like, well, they the way we look at Pac is not the way they look at him. They're like, well, that was old school. That was back then. But if they listen, I guarantee they would be like, okay, all right, I see. I see. I can't see any generation. I ain't got to be right, but I can't picture any generation listening to Tupac in totality, not a song here, a song there. Because see, sometimes presentation is everything. And somebody can say, man, I want you to hear this dude, man. This dude is cold. This the coldest dude to me, man. I want you to hear him. And I'm like, okay, let me check him out. And they might play the wrong song. They may not play the song that could draw that person in. They might play a different one of your songs, and the person, it's all right. You got to find the right key. You got to stick the right key in the lock. Kind of stuff you like. Oh man, I like that real. Okay, listen to this one. You got to figure out. Okay, yeah. I saw this clip the other day. Older white guy in freaking Australia say he just started listening to Tupac. Dude, almost 60 years old. He was like, man, I never knew. So get ate up lyrically. I mean, what do you mean? His lyrics could stand today. The things he was talking about, the subject matter, and the could stand today. Not many people had a more unique voice than Tupac, a more passionate delivery than Tupac, with the content to match. So certain people can go whenever. You telling me Muhammad Ali couldn't box against today's boxers? Certain people got sprinkled by God with a special touch that transcends generations. There are other people who are just for a time, just for a period. You just good for this moment. When this moment fades out, you gone with it. Other people, God put a little extra on them. So Ali couldn't box today. Man, if Ali was fighting today, man, these new boxers, who? That's what it's like to me to say Tupac will get ate up. And then what else does that mean? Does it mean, you mean like if he got into a beef with somebody and, you know, like he had his beefs. So you mean that if he got into a beef with somebody and you saying in this day and time, this caliber of a rapper would destroy him or eat him up? And I'm just asking the question. I don't know. I'm seeking the answer because I don't see it in any form. I feel like he would be able to hold his own in terms of just material, just general material, putting his albums out. He would be able to hold his own in combat. If he got into some kind of altercation, some kind of rap beef with somebody, he would be able to hold his own. He's proved that he's held his own in relevance. This man's work is in universities, studied by scholars. Show me somebody today. Ain't to say it won't happen, but I haven't seen that person emerge yet. Maybe it could be a Kendrick. Maybe it could be a J. Cole that at a certain point, their work can be looked at. Hey man, we got to study this man's work. I would love to see that. I've been on that one too long. Let me get off of it. I just got caught up in the passion. And I don't even know if Pac would still be rapping if he was still alive. Pac was in the movies and doing his thing. I feel like he would have transitioned. This me just saying, man, let's move on. And I'll start right back talking about it. How's somebody gonna say, let's move on and start right back talking about it? I feel like he would have kind of transitioned into other stuff by now had he lived. Pac would be 50 now. Pac would be 50 years old, rap beefing against 20-year-old rappers of today. I don't see that. Pac might have a son or a daughter that's in the game now. I know he would be doing music. He may be more active in social. With all this stuff that's going on now, you would be hearing Pac's mouth in terms of all this police brutality and racism and how it's ramped up and all. Oh, he would have loved that. So, I mean, if we put somebody in a capsule and just say he's going to be the same person had he made it to 50 as he was at 25, we're not looking at the scope. Go back and make sure I ain't forget nothing. See, the conspiracy theorists are present today. Yada Wordsmith says that he says he's the real hip hop king. He say, I'm cold, I'm magma. You cold and you magma. That's amazing. As far as any music and artists go, I'm on what Nas was on. There is no best. That part of the world's problem, in my opinion. That's part of the world's problem, in my opinion. Everybody wants to be better than or claim someone else is better. Well, yeah, that's a discussion that you're not going to ever be able to stop, though. As long as there are people competing and doing, and as long as there are people doing something, there's going to be comparisons of those people. That's just something you can't avoid. So I understand what you're saying, because the truth of what you're saying is there's no best. I think there is a best, but we will never really truly be able to determine who it is, because everybody has so many differing opinions, and everybody's personal criteria for what the best is not the same. See? So that's why somebody's going to say Tupac is the greatest rapper of all time. Then somebody over there is going to say, no, man, Biggie is the greatest rapper. Then somebody else is going to say, no, man, Jay-Z. No, man, Eminem. No, man, I'm old school, LL Cool J. No, man, this guy, that guy. Everybody's going to get a vote based on not necessarily criteria, but just preference. Go listen to my song, TBE. I covered all this. Got a song called TBE, which stands for the best ever. Go listen to that song. I broke all that down. So it does no good, like you say, to argue. Is that cis OFC? It does no good to argue. Say this all the time, man. Hey, look, man. Who's the best player, man? Man, Jordan. Nah, man, LeBron. Nah, man, Magic. Nope, Durant. Nope, Kareem. Depending on who you ask. Man, ain't nobody better than Tom Brady. There's some dude that grew up in the 80s. Man, Joe Montana's better than Tom Brady. This just depends. It's kinder. Facts, because the person who introduced me to you, talk about me, didn't show me the right songs, no offense. But not, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, man, let me tell y'all something. Because I love y'all. But if y'all are trying to help your big brother get exposed and y'all want to introduce one of your friends, make sure you let them hear the right song. If you're trying to sell me to somebody as a lyricist, don't go play one of my fun, loving, happy songs. Bring them up. Hit them with the real, take them to the top shelf. You can't play Only in the Hood when you arguing about somebody about lyricism. No, don't play Only in the Hood. Go play something that's gonna make them say, okay, yeah, all right, I see what you're talking about. Presentation is everything. Presentation is everything. People say Jordan couldn't play in today's era. That's the most ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Jordan couldn't play in today's era. Ali couldn't box in today's era. They said Tyson couldn't compete in today's era. It's ridiculous. But you know what? It's just as ridiculous on the flip side to be balanced. They said Steph Curry couldn't play in the old era. That's ridiculous. Yes, he could. I've heard people say LeBron couldn't play in the old era. That's ridiculous. Yes, he could. You know how many sorry basketball players it was back in the 70s and the 80s, in the 90s? It was some dudes that was trash. And they played 10, 12 years. So you telling me a superstar of today couldn't play? Oh, well, no, I ain't saying he couldn't play. He just wouldn't be as great as he is now. Well, that may can be argued, but he'd still be great. Kevin Durant would still be great. See? I got to keep it real. I'm a rep for my era, but I'm not blindly biased to my era in anything. Rap, sports, I'm not blindly biased. I see the totality for what it is. So if Steph Curry come out there and mixing people up, Kyrie and them coming mixing people up, Steph raised up 2 feet from half court and drink, they ain't never seen it like that in the 90s. You got to guard this dude as soon as he cross half court. They ain't never seen it like that. So he couldn't play? Well, let's push up on him. They're going to go right by you. Now they done knocked him on his back a few times driving in there. You don't get to just drive in there floating and scooping and all that in the trees like, oh, he gonna get touched. But he'd have figured it out. Just like anybody would have figured it out. That's the key. Somebody said adaption. If you are great, you'll figure it out in any era. Psychonaut Production says music needs to evolve for real. Music is evolving. It's always evolving. It's always changing. Now we may have a particular view and preference on the direction we want it to go, but we be sleeping on the underground. We get caught up in what they play on the radio and feel like, man, the game is dying, man. The game is dead. Hip hop is dead. No, it ain't. We just got to keep looking where it's really thriving at. And unfortunately, with all of these agendas that are in place to keep the real away from the ears of our youth, you're not going to hear none of the good stuff on the radio, the real stuff on the radio. The life-saving music, you're not going to hear it on the radio. Unfortunately, that don't mean it's not out there. Oil is under the ground. Got to drill for it. Diamonds are in the mines. You gotta dig for it. Sometimes water is under the ground. You gotta get it. You gotta dig to get it. If this hip hop is valuable to us, if that kind of content is valuable, you gotta dig. Go through YouTube and just search. You're gonna find hidden gems. You're gonna find people you never heard of. Like, man, who is this dude? This dude been around 10 years. I never knew this dude existed. People discover me every day. They say, man, uh, I just found out about you 2 years ago. Better late than never, brother. I don't care when you find out about me. I don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can. I don't care when you get there. You can show up to the party late. Just be ready to dance when you get there. I don't care how you get there. Get there if you can. Let me come back up to date real quick. Hey, man, y'all give me one more like. I'm at 99. I got 99 likes. I got 99 problems and a like ain't one. Okay, there we go. They make fun of the practice like these Satanists make fun of God. Yeah, to their own detriment in both. I don't care how you get there. Dollar Bill, there are some dope underground artists for sure. Yeah, man. God didn't just create 10 or 15 talented people. That ain't how he worked. Is that a hook for a new track? Nah, you don't remember that song? You can meet me on an airplane. You can meet me on an airplane. I don't know the word. I don't care how you get there. Man, let me shut up. I love y'all, so I have no enemies. Satanists, please. All they need is a little tough love and exposure. I ain't gonna argue with you on that. You gotta want it though. Open topic, y'all. What's on your mind? Tell me what's on your mind. I got a song in my head for everything I say. I wanna know what's on your mind. I'm curious about your loving. I'm curious. Okay, all right, see that, because I know you old school. I was worried. I'm like, how you don't know that song? See that? I know you from back in my era. I'm curious. I got me in there trying to sing now. Is that Rashamir Jones? I make underground backpack conscious rap. And YouTube been shadow banning. Well, join the club. They've been shadow banning me too. I did a topic the other night, and I was going in, and magically my connection kept getting messed up. Y'all notice my connection ain't went out at all today, because I ain't on nobody's head unless y'all bring me to a topic that takes me there. Ain't no such thing as coincidence, man. I went and saw Frankie Beverly and Mays for the first time a few weeks ago, Dollar Bill. That's the golden time of day. Your Stewie brothers, who this Grim? Man, is this Grim? Your Shang Song bar was one of the hardest I've ever heard. Is this Grim, man? I need to holler at you, Grim, if that's you. Do you think Cambada is better than cannabis? That's not my place to say that. The question is, do you think? I think they are both astronomical. I'd love to hear them on a song together. Did they do the song? Did they do a song together? I'd be so out of touch, man. I'm bad. Second person today to ask me, do I follow the minister? I get the same answer. I'm trying, bro. I love Minister Farrakhan. I'm gonna say that over and over again. He's the answer to this world's problems. But the world, the light shone in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. I don't care how you get there. Get here if you can. Rich Rap, okay. Yeah. Murder gave me his number though, because you know we got the SPC show 35th anniversary, man. We gotta have Grim on there. Grim got to be on this show. He know about it already though. He already know about it. I'm gonna get him to holler at me. Zan man, can you give me some sources of knowledge? Anything by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is in a nutshell. Elijah Dominguez, I tried to get the media to change or rewrite the article, and they refuse. What article? Taurus, what's the definition of K-Rino? Killer rhymes intellectually nullifying opponents. Keeping rhymes in numerical order. That's right. Are you able to work with any streaming platforms directly? I go through a third party for now. The streaming game is the streaming game is dirty, man. Y'all don't remember the live I did on the streams and how to break down? Artists make crumbs on streams, bro. Let me give y'all okay. This piece of paper is the totality of stream revenue. This paper represents the total stream revenue. This represents what the artists get. This little piece right here. How does that make that make sense? Wicked devils. Yeah, sometimes, man, we gotta just enjoy the art. We don't always have to try to make comparisons and make people compete against each other. Just enjoy the art. If you love cannabis and you love Cambada, let's love them. This ain't boxing. Oh, yo, they got a matchup. You hear them together. Let me hear them match up together and smash the powers that be together. That's what I like to see. You create the division. I never met wise, intelligent K-Top. Gotta make Lance said you gotta get 7 trillion streams to make $1. You ain't far off. A crumb off the table. You know what's so cold about it, Joe? It's one thing for crumbs. It's another thing. They'll take. I just had that piece of paper. I told you that this is the total that's of streaming revenue. This right here is the total of streaming revenue. This is what the artist gets. So this is the crumbs. Then they take the crumbs and they rip off a crumb off the crumb. Greed, man. That's why we gotta own everything. How you gonna break a crumb off of a crumb? Micro crumb. We out here making these micro crumbs. Jump in the rap game and get you some. 10 million streams, but I look like a bum. So answer the question, who's really dumb? Where does the money come from? I'm going to take it a step beyond. Let me shut up. Man, you get on iTunes. iTunes is a download, so the artists make a little bit more than it being a stream, like Spotify or something like that. But if you buy the CD, if you're still rocking CDs, then that's going to hit a little better, at least for a brother like me. A crumb off of a crumb off of a crumb. Get you some. We got them crumbs. Come get you some. We got them crumbs. Come get you some. Come got them crumbs. Can't have but one. You can't have but one. You want a crumb? I give you one. See what I'm saying? DNA in the chat. What's up, DNA? Direct sales your best way. Yeah, no question about it. You like cassettes? That's a bet. Like cassettes? They ain't came back yet. Let me see. Joe Clark, what's up, man? Not Joe Clark from Lean On Me, not Crazy Joe. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. DNA, I have a question. Remember the song Overkill from book number 7. So what was that outro pertaining to? Talking about, you know what? That's a good question. Sometimes, man, everything doesn't have a scientific reason behind it. Doesn't have a formula behind it. It just is. And that was an example of when we did that song, Dope E. I recorded that album with my brother Dope E at his studio. And we had people in the studio just hanging out, observing the process or whatever, the homies or whatever. And one of the homies was actually having a real conversation with one of the other homies. Had nothing to do with the song, nothing to do with it whatsoever. They was having a conversation. And Dope E, the mic was on. So when we discovered that this whole conversation had been recorded, Dope just stuck it at the end. And for some reason, we was like, it sounds kind of cool. Leave it in there. No formula, nothing, no strategy behind it. So when he was telling the dude, you cried, I know you cried. He was talking about something that had nothing to do with music or the song or none of that. Didn't have nothing to do with it. But we kept it. So that's the answer to that question. And apparently it worked, because you're not the first person to ask me about that. All right. Got a few more minutes with y'all. Let me see. Yeah, that was on Time Traveler, man. Mm-hmm. Right. See, Snoop just hit it again. On the intro of book number 7, and I mentioned this in my book, Dope E was recording me. And as I was saying the verse, he was reacting, natural reaction. He was, oh, ah, oh, oh. We don't erase stuff like that. That creates a natural, organic essence and environment, you know? We don't go back and say, oh man, he's in the background reacting to the ball. We got to erase. We got to take. No, leave it in there. It's like doing a real cipher. It's like if some dudes is rapping outside or doing a cipher or something, you're not gonna suppress the reactions. You want them to be natural because the people who watch it, they can feel the natural. It's like you watching a rap battle. The people, whoa, whoa, with them punchlines hitting people, like you leave that stuff in there. See? Monica Hendry, my first introduction to you was from Perfect World and Grand Deception. I was a freshman in high school and college. Do you play video games? I used to. I fell off in like the early 2000s. I fell off in the early 2000s, man, in the video game world. High school, okay. Have you ever heard of I can't pronounce that, Spiky. Which lets you know I never heard of it if I can't pronounce it. Okay, hold on, man. Somebody bless my game. Hold on, let me go back. Way back. My brother Marcus Israel. God is life. That's a fact. Jimi Hendrix is in here. Open topic, man. I got a little more time. Everybody that within the sound of my voice, especially if you live in Houston, go to southparkcoalition.net, order your tickets to the SPC 35-year anniversary. Be sure you do that. Don't do it now, do it right now. Don't do it right now, do it rat now. R-A-T. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this up for a few seconds. I never watched Breaking Bad before Buck Powder. Yeah. There's a whole lot of artists, man, who got them rhyme schemes, man, them patterns, them bar brackets. A whole lot of cats that have mastered that. That's kind of like a prerequisite to being an elite lyricist. You got to be able to do that. It's not the end all be all. See, because I'm a different kind of dude. I think a different kind of way. A lyricist doesn't always have to be super duper complex. Yeah, I could play you some stuff. See, you would think I was crazy. Because if somebody was to say, man, play me a lyricist I've never heard of that you think that you look at as being just one of the great ultimate lyrics, and I'll play you something, y'all might be like, you think that's? And I'm like, yeah. You didn't hear what he said? Might sound like Cat in the Hat to you. My mind is, I probe into it and get a little something different out of it. I hear it. I hear the intricacies, even in something that's so supposedly simplistic. Where is it going down, Perk the Jerk? Hold on. The address is on there. I'm trying to get the right angle on this glare. You should be able to see that address on there now. It's going to be at the Scout Bar. September the 10th. You got plenty of time. See? Put the website up again. Order your tickets. Andre Agony, my homegirl loved Multi Reflex when she heard it. that said years ago that she would be able to recite it, but today she got about 30% of it. She got more than me, because I don't know it either. I don't know it. I may know the first two bars. What up, Kane Marco? I see you. Dale's from the crypt. Exactly. Cool Keith. Man, come on, man. Bro, lyricism is not always multi-syllabic and complex, and nah, it's not always that. That's what you do it. I ain't discouraging you from doing it. Sometimes it's just straight to the point. See? Much love, cybersecurity. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the love. That's why hip hop ain't dead, because like you say, so many different lyricists out here, man. Have I did it in features? Like, yeah, all the time. I stay doing features. I stay doing features all the time. Yep. Hey, man, blessings to y'all, man. Let me get out of here. Peace and love.